This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only. And anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, double check you're still subscribed to the channel. Double check your notifications are on. And if you're hitting that like button, make sure it's working properly. Listen, these banks and institutions want us to believe that they can naked short stocks forever, that they have an infinite amount of cash, but their liquidity is drying up and the market is primed for a reversal, okay? And I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell any stock. I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell any crypto. I'm just telling you that everything I'm seeing, everything I'm analyzing tells me that these bad actors are in deep trouble with liquidity. The office CMBS delinquency rate has reached all-time highs of 11.1%. This is higher than the 2008 financial crisis, okay? The office CMBS delinquency rate has never been this high in the history of the market. And this means people are not paying their mortgages, their commercial mortgages anyway. And these are commercial mortgage-backed securities. For those of you who don't know what CMBS is, commercial mortgage-backed securities. People are not paying their mortgages, which means that the banks don't have the cash coming in that they anticipated. And if it's at all-time highs, do you think the banks have money to be loaning to the bad actors who are naked shorting AMC, GME, MULN, NWBO, GNS, and the same ones that naked shorted MMTLP into the ground? Of course not. The banks are hanging on by their fingernails, and they have to hold on to as much cash as possible. So when this starts getting out of control, and it's getting there, because if we're at all-time highs on the delinquency rate, I mean the highest has been in the history of the market, that tells you that there's going to be a correction on the horizon. No doubt in my mind about that. And when push comes to shove, when the pressure is on, it's going to be every institution for themselves, and the banks are going to call in their margin on these bad actors. The banks are going to call them in, and they're going to have to find the collateral, or they're going to be forced liquidations. And if the banks don't have the cash, do you think these guys, the naked shorters, are going to have the collateral? They won't. And then a lot of stocks are going to start trading at their real value. Okay? But every time you see them putting out these articles that they're doing great, that the liquidity is doing fine, it is incorrect. All you have to do is dig a little deeper, and you can see that the banks are having serious financial crisis and serious liquidity issues. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think if the banks are not bringing in the cash that they need, will they go down with the naked shorters? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.